Rena hit the astrolabe reef on the 5th of October in 2011, and it was carrying over 1,000 containers. Nearly a week after that, the oil had made it to the beaches. It had washed ashore, which is when the community really noticed it. The smell was all over the rocks, especially I remember down by Leisure Island, just the thick tar, and you couldn't get away from it. The beach was dirty. And yeah, it changed the things. We couldn't really swim all the things that we used to do in summertime like that. So to think about all the wildlife that was affected, it's pretty devastating. Thousands of birds were affected by the oil spill, and hundreds were admitted to a special oil facility. When you see a penguin covered in oil, it's pretty disheartening, and it's disappointing because it's ruined their environment, which is their home. The council was advising us not to go down and help with the cleanup, just because of the toxic oil kind of things. They were worried people wouldn't have the right protective gear, but in spite of that, especially the Mount community gathered together, and you'd see families going down with plastic bags. There were things organised on Facebook. I had some friends that went surfing right after they got told that they weren't allowed to go in the water, and covered in oil in their wetsuits and their boards. We weren't able to go into the water for at least 2 weeks. You'd have thick splotches of Marmite looking kind of oil when you'd come in for a surf, even months after. We're used to just having that fresh ocean there to swim in and to train in and things like that. I think the community really struggled with the circumstances of how it happened. There was rumours going around about the drunken crew and the captain perhaps being drunk as well. It kind of got me thinking about shipping and getting into the industry, and now I'm studying nautical science at the maritime school in the hope of one day becoming a captain of a ship. And when I get to that kind of stage in my career, I'd hope that I could have an influence somehow in the industry to tighten up the kind of regulations around oil and oil spills, and just to prevent things like this happening again in the future. It also makes you fear for the future if this were to happen again. If there was an oil spill, could the harbour be ruined indefinitely? Could the beaches be kind of taken away from us? For me, growing up in the water, I would hate to see that taken away, just that having the clean beaches, clean harbour. I like the water. I like enjoying the water, so if that was removed from my life, then I'd be very devastated.